Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Daily Motion, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Sunday, February 22nd, 2015, around 8:38 in the morning in Belleville, Massachusetts. A little bit of snow showers happening right now. We got about 2 inches of snow, but it's supposed to clear up today, and highs going to go up to the upper 30s, where it could be where it should be this time of year, but then back to the cold. But this week, storm free, which is good. It's a relief. Maybe this weather pattern's going to break with the storms, and then maybe in March we could get some warm weather, and finally, because spring's coming. Some news to report: Kentucky men's basketball team's now 27-0. Los Angeles Kings beat the San Jose Sharks by a score of 2-1 last night at the Stadium Series in Levi Stadium. And the Florida Panthers lost to the Ottawa Senators, meaning the Bruins do have that second wild card spot for the NHL's Eastern Conference, just a point ahead of the Panthers. And today's Hockey Day in America. 2 games on NBC, the Capitals and Flyers at 12:30, and at 3:30 the Blackhawks against the Bruins. And 35 years ago today was the miracle on ice, with the USA hockey team beating the Russia hockey team by a score of 4-3 in a big upset. And I'll tell you more about that in the second video blog, okay? First video blog today is about the top 10 everything and everything's continuation series, but this is going to be the last week I do that for a while, because it's going on hiatus in March. And I have the top 10 players in Seattle Mariners history. The Mariners came into the American League in 1977. They had a rough going, 14 years. They didn't have a winning record. In 1991, they had their first winning record, and then they became a decent team, a great team. They made the playoff 4 times, and they never won an American League pennant. But they've had some great players, and here are the top 10 greatest players in Seattle Mariners history. Number 10 on the all-time list is outfielder Phil Bradley. Phil played for the Mariners for 5 seasons, 1983-1987, 301 average, 52 home runs, 234 RBIs, and 649 hits. He was an all-star in 1985. Many people were pegging him to be the next big outfielder in the American League in the 80s, but he flopped. He didn't turn out to be that great, but decent. Number 9 on this list of the greatest Mariners players of all time, second baseman Hal Reynolds. Hal had a career average 260, 17 home runs, 295 RBIs, and 1,063 hits. He made a few all-star teams. He was a base stealer. He was the only man to lead the league in stolen bases in the American League, besides Rickey Henderson in 1987 with 60 for like about 15 years. Number 8 on the all-time list of greatest Mariners players of all time, Alex Rodriguez. Alex had a career average of 309, 185 home runs, 595 RBIs, and 966 hits. He played for the Mariners for parts of 7 seasons and was pretty good with the Mariners. Number 7 on the all-time list of greatest Mariners players of all time, Bret Boone. Second baseman. Bret had a career average of 277, 143 home runs, 535 RBIs, and 836 hits. He was 3rd place in 2001 American League Most Valuable Player. He actually came up with the Mariners in 1992, but he wasn't that hot with the Mariners. They traded him to the Reds when he became a star, came back to the Mariners later on in his career, and he had a pretty decent career with the Mariners. Number 6 on the all-time list of greatest Mariners players of all time, catcher Dan Wilson. Dan played for the Mariners for parts of 11 seasons, 262 average, 88 home runs, 508 RBIs, and 1,071 hits. He comes in at number 6. Number 5 on the all-time list of greatest Mariners players of all time, Alvin Davis, first baseman. Alvin played parts of 7 seasons with the Mariners, 281, 160 home runs, 683 RBIs, and 1,189 hits. He was 1984 Rookie of the Year, also an All-Star. He was probably the first major Mariners player. And here's number 4. Number 4 on this list is outfielder Jay Buhner. Jay played 13 seasons in the Pacific Northwest as an outfielder, 255, 307 home runs, 951 RBIs, and 1,255 hits. He had like a bald head. He had kind of like that Stone Cold Steve Austin look with a goatee. And sometimes they had promotions if any fan could shave their head bald, they would get into the game free at the old Kingdome. They did that promotion several times when the Mariners weren't drawing that good. Number 3 on the all-time list of greatest Mariners players of all time, Ichiro Suzuki, outfielder. He played parts of 12 seasons with the Mariners, outfielder, 322 average, 99 home runs, 633 RBIs, 2,533 hits. He was a hitting machine. 2001 Rookie of the Year, 2001 American League Most Valuable Player, perennial All-Star, probably going to go into the Hall of Fame one of these days. As a Mariner, number 2 on the all-time list of greatest Mariners players of all time, designated hitter, third baseman, Edgar Martinez, 312 career average, 309 home runs, 1,263 hits, and 2,247 hits. Number 3 is out of circulation for the Mariners, but it should be retired. And number 1 on the all-time list of greatest Mariners players of all time, Ken Griffey Jr., outfielder. Ken Griffey was the biggest star in Mariners history, 292 career average, 417 home runs, 1,216 RBIs, 1,843 hits. He was amazing. He led the American League 4 times in home runs in the Mariners uniform. 1997 most valuable player for them Seattle Mariners for the American League, first ballot Hall of Fame in 2016, and definitely his number 24 is going to be retired by the Mariners soon. And that's about it on that. Be back later. Facebook, Fronts, YouTube, follows, Daily Motion, and Twitter. 2 more video blogs. One will be about the Miracle on Ice 1980, and third and final video blog of the night about Andre Tippett. And coming tomorrow will be the top 10 Seattle Mariners pitchers of all time. And then it's going to be sporadic for the rest of the week with the top 10 list, because the last one's going to be February 28th. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And it will go on, and the top 10 list will go on a hiatus for March, because March Madness is taking over my video blogs. Everything's going to be talked about. See you later, Facebook, friends, YouTube, follows, Daily Motion, Twitter. Bye now.